Hello everyone, welcome back to Gunpla Tuesdays. Quick note before I get started. My schedule's going a little bit sideways. I have a trip to Ontario coming up, staying with family and that whole blah blah blah. So of course my time isn't going to be quite mine while I'm there, which means my video uploading schedule is going to change ever so slightly. I still will be doing Gundam videos, of course, except for the week of TFCon, which is somewhere around the 12th or 13th, whatever it is. Those days I'd never upload anything. But on top of that, because there won't really be time for editing or any of the such, I still will be uploading videos on the weekly. It's just going to be once a week. So my Gundam videos will now be shifted over to Fridays, and it'll be either Gargoyles Gundam Gargoyles or Gundam Gargoyles Gundam. I don't know the pattern quite yet, but that's the way it's going to be until I get back sometime at the end of July, and settle down at the beginning of August, because family takes a toll on you, doesn't it? It's great. Haven't seen them in a while. It's going to be nice. But yeah, just wanted to give the heads up on the scheduling changes. I will add it to the channel somewhere where everyone can see it, just as a reminder. So you can see at least a piece of the Gundam that I will be reviewing for today's video, and it is the Gundam Throne Eins. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it is one of the few where I have every single weapon. Hold your applause, please. It's just a fluke that I have every single weapon for this one because it just came with the two. I checked the instructions. It's just the two. Unless somehow there is a page missing from the uploads. I don't know. But they, one's attached and one is in the hand. So I got lucky there. It's just fluke. Fluke. And also when I was trying to recall the name of this one, I of course discovered the other Gundam Throne figures, and I saw the Zwei. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I kind of need that in my life. I kind of need that in my life. It's too pretty. Giant sword. I have a thing for giant weapons. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to enjoy it, and that's all that can be done. Anyway, you come here for the insanity and the shenanigans, and all. Don't expect normal from this. So, of course, and forgive the little bit of dustiness. He's been in and out and everywhere, but very, very cool figure. One of the things was, the BFG. I've mentioned this before. I had a thing for BFGs when I, was getting back into collecting all those years ago, and it fit the bill. And of course, another one from Gundam 00. I don't know why. Like I said, it was just fluke. I don't know, don't care. I enjoyed them. So while the overall look of this mobile suit is absolutely cool, the stickers have held up well. Again, for over a decade, they've held up very, very well. Just a few places where, it's kind of sticking up over time. But you know what? And there's one right there that has kind of stuck up and of course won't stick down really anymore. Well, Actually, it stuck down very well. And of course, on the eyes, very, very well. So it's just really that one area where not the greatest, but really, again, a 10-year-old figure, and it's just got some slight bending on there. You really can't complain. So it's nice to see that the stickers, again, have held up so nicely, especially because this is one where, unlike some of them where there's a piece of plastic on top of the sticker keeping it protected and all that stuff, this one has everything open except for the one under the chest. So good quality stickers on this one. The posability, not great. Like that's kind of on the lower end of posability. But again, who's putting them in the splits other than me? I'm the weird one trying to do that. Ankle tilts, which are all great and everything. Range of motion on the head, delightful. I just realized he had another weapon in his hand. How did I miss the third? Oh my goodness. He has two. And he has... I leave my errors in here because I don't care that I made the mistake. If anything, I find the errors funny. Hopefully you guys do too. That's the way I roll with it. But yes, three weapons. Nothing too fancy about the two in his hands. But this one does fold over, which right there. Okay. But on top of that, opens up. And on top of that, takes a little bit of finagling, but it does attach to the one weapon in his hand, and then of course finagle with it as you can. There we go. That's a lot better than it was. A little bit of extra finagling, it'll be just chef's kiss. But for a quick little demonstration, very, very cool. The stickers on the one weapon, that's where I noticed the ones that fold always have a little bit more of an issue with, you know, staying on. But yeah, you can see it lifting there. You can see some lifting right there. It's not life or death. It's fine. The fact that they still have residue, they are still sticky. It's just that they're lifting, so either some paint or just some glue and sticking them back on, whichever you prefer. So those ones won't last as long, but like I said, everything else is lasting. These ones, if anything, it's due to the fact with packing the figure multiple times that was rubbing against the paper it was wrapped in, unlike every other sticker where it's protected by, you know, the other body pieces, so that it wasn't direct contact. And that's why those ones are a little bit kind of done for. And yes, I know I've had a thing of, hey, look, here's at least a white one, here's a pink one, here's an orange one, now we're to the gray. I was leaning towards colors, but at the same time, a lot of them tend to gray or white and blue or some black. Like I only have one other one that is a similar color scheme to this one other than the one I reviewed previously. So I will give credit to this franchise that these suits come in every color of the rainbow. It makes me happy because it means even if I don't really like a kit, but I like the color, that's kind of enough of a reason for me to get it. I'm weak. I can't help it. No, but it's a little something of, hey, at least the color kind of makes it. The Dom, I love it so much. A, because it's a little chunky boy. It's also purple. I'm sorry. I love the purple, the shade of purple that they chose for it. It makes me love it even more. So design-wise, not just the shape of the kit itself, but the colors help too. And of course, I do love the extra detail. And I know that they're not going to skip out on things like this. And the fact that it's at least a bendy plastic, it's not a stiff one. I know because, yeah, this is the way it's shown in the anime. They're obviously going to give you that detail on the Gundam kit itself. But it's nice to, oh yes, they've put attention to detail. They're going to give you, they're just not going, you know, oh, it's going to cost so much more. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Yeah, posability. Honestly, like going forward, not too much posability forward, which is fine. I don't know many people who kind of push the legs forward when posing them, but also it's not a lot of posability going backwards. The pieces on the hips just don't give it that range, so it kind of gets in the way. I'm double checking it to make sure it's just not stuck or something, but no, it doesn't have that range. That's kind of as far as it goes. So not one of the most posable ones, and that's why it looks so cool. It's not a very posable one, so we made it look really, really, really cool. And we gave you, you know, really big guns. And yeah, because of, okay, I was going to take that apart to make things easier to move, but that's not going to be a thing because it doesn't want to come apart. We'll go from the other side. But as you can see, it's also very thick in the torso. But thankfully, it doesn't hinder at least its upper body motion, upper body range. So there is that. So leg-wise, not so great. But okay, oh, there we go. It was just stuck. Which I have said that for mine in the past because they've been posed in one position and that was kind of it. But in the back, yeah, it's still hindered because of the way that piece. We're used to this by now, yes? We're used to this. We're used to things falling on this channel, right? Okay. Because of the way this back plate plugs in, it takes over the whole thing. So definitely no range of motion in the back. It is what it is, which is fine. Just kind of sucks that it's limited in the poses that it can do is all. But yeah, the front hip pieces here were just a little bit stiff. But now that I've been fiddling around with it, they fold right up. So you can make them sit. Not sure anyone really wants to put it in that position, but it's an option. You have that. I don't know what else to tell you. But overall, again, like, fantastic little thing. It held up so well over the years. Essentially 2 bad stickers out of all of them. And it is a fun one to pose. I've never had him on an action base or anything. I've kind of made him more of a ground trooper type. My own way of displaying. But a cool little thing. Stands up well. Balance is great. as you can see. No floppiness on this one. All the joints have the right amount of stiffness and hold and everything like that. As you can see, of course, with the weapons and everything's holding up fine. This is definitely on my approved list. This is definitely one that I think, again, if you're just getting into building or it's your 500th piece, you don't have this one. This one was fun to build, from what I remember. But also it's fun to still fiddle with all these years later because of all the, you know, options that they've given, even just with the weapons. It is very, very cool. And with that, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world, and I will see you all in the next one. And until then, bye.